I believe it is time to introduce our esteemed panel of judges. We have today Michelle Landis, who is herself an entrepreneur, the founder of Pinnacle 7. Michelle. We have John Fry, who is, well, this is a really long title, but I'm going to try it anyway. Manager of Engineered System and Solutions Group and Resale Industrial Hydraulic Products at Wash Rexrock. And we have Justine Bartholomew, who is an alum of our campus and is a strategic marketing analyst at Hartford Funds. So the way the competition is going to work is they have 12 to 15 minutes to present. They will then leave the room with the judges into another room where the judges will grill them for 10 minutes. Did that sound fair? Grill them for 10 minutes. While they're doing that, the next team will set up, and then we'll do the same process again. The judges will then deliberate, announce the winning team, and then we have a few other awards. Kirk has an award to give, and we have another award to give as well. Any questions before we get started? All right, I'm going to sit down, and I will say, in Betty's We Trust, are you ready? And that is, once you say yes, then she'll start timing. Well, I haven't said that yet. I haven't said it yet, so I'm going to give you a chance to get over here. In Betty's We Trust, are you ready?
Yes. 29,000. I want you to think about that number and let it settle in your mind. That is the number of children who are food insecure in the Lehigh Valley. The total number is 69,000. With our nonprofit organization, In Veggies We Trust, we want to end food insecurity in the Lehigh Valley. Our mission is to provide fresh produce to these families in the shelters of Lehigh Valley.
The problem is there are too many people that are food insecure in the Lehigh Valley. Many people live in areas where either the produce is too expensive or they don't have anywhere where they can get the produce. When it comes to the children, during the summertime, they have nowhere else to get meals because they're out of school. And even when they're in school, they're eating highly processed foods. Most of the time, the parents of these families don't have any education on the nutrition and the healthiness they need to serve for them and their family's food.
So our solution is to create a nonprofit organization that is website-based, and on the website is all the information you'll need if you want to donate, buy merchandise, or get information on cow nutrition and stuff like that. We will partner with farmers and other large corporations. They will give us the produce, and we will hire workers and pay them to pick up the produce to give to the shelters. And it works out for the companies and it works out for the people in the shelters because they'll be getting healthy foods, and then the companies will be sponsored on our website, so they'll get more customers.
On our website, it'll have 3 sections. The section where you can be a one-time donor and donate a fund to help a family in need. You can either get a subscription, which with the subscription you would be paying $100 per month, and it would be providing to 2 to 3 families, and you would be receiving free merchandise with this subscription. And with the last part, it will be including the stories of the people in the shelters and the people who are food insecure. And we're hoping that their stories will inspire you guys to donate. Also, there will be a section that contains educational resources to let families know the nutrition and the healthiness they need to provide in their food for their families.
So on our website, we will describe the process and distribution of the foods that we will be sending out to the shelters, and also the pickup locations.
So our marketing strategy is to market to businesses and other sponsors, individual donors, people over the 18 with a median household income of over $50,000. The market size is small, but it's expanding. We see a lot of opportunity here because there's other businesses and corporations in the Lehigh Valley that want to do this as well. And we think we could have a huge impact together. Marketing and social media, we will set up public relations, and we will be on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And I want everybody to take out their phones if they have Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn to please follow us. Our Instagram is In Veggies We Trust, all lowercase with an underscore at the end. LinkedIn and Facebook is just Invention for Trust. It's all lowercase.
We'll give you a minute to do that. So I wanted to talk to you about the process we made on our social media accounts. I have personally talked to other accounts that are very open about nutritional values in their foods, especially fitness. People who are into fitness, they want to eat nutritional value food. I directly messaged them and they spoke to me and told me that they would love to sponsor us and that they would be giving us shout outs, publishing us on their web pages also, and they would love to partner with us in the future. So the finances in our first year, it's what we will be receiving and spending. The total would be $240,000 in the first year. The estimate we made on that was based on sponsorships, independent donors, grants, and subscriptions, which would be $80,000 for sponsorships. Independent donors would be $35,000, grants $100, subscriptions $15, and fundraise would be $10. We will be taking 26% of that profit to sustain the company and for administration costs, which would be $62,400. That would be paying farmers, transportation, and other employees within our organization. The money that we will have left, $177.6K, will be half donated to these shelters in the Lehigh Valley, and the rest will be to expand our company.
So right here we have the two shelters, 6th Street Shelter and the Victory House of Lehigh Valley. And these are two shelters that we personally contacted, and these are the first two that we're going to be producing this healthy produce to. And then right here you see the Seed Farm, Planet Rose, St. Luke's Hospital, and Walmart. And these are future partners that we're hoping to partner with to help expand our business. And I know you might think that this is competition, but really we think that if we can partner with these people, we can help expand and grow our business and maybe help them grow their businesses as well.
So I wanted to talk to you about my personal experience talking to these shelters and these other organizations. I spoke to 6th Street Shelter and Victory House Lehigh Valley. I talked to them about our process in our project or pitch, and how in the future we would love to give them produce and help them out with all the families in the shelters. I also spoke to Seed Farm and Plan to Grow. Plan to Grow is an organization kind of like ours, but we have some advantages, which is our workers. We will always have the workers on time. Pickup locations will be at the shelters immediately, not far from the drop-off. So, and Seed Farm, we spoke to them about how we will be getting the crops. They help out farmers and they give them a share of their land so they can start out their company. Also with Walmart, we will be taking the produce from the food that they have left over that cannot be on the shelves anymore, but is still well maintained, and we will be donating that to the shelter as well. And St. Luke's also has a garden, and we will be doing trades with them as well.
For our growth strategy in year one, we will only focus on Lehigh Valley and the other counties surrounding it. And in the wintertime, we will partner with grocery stores such as Giant, Wegmans, Walmart, Whole Foods. Year two, we want to expand statewide to bigger cities such as Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. And there, once we think we have enough money, we want to partner with farms in the South to help us transport the produce here. And then year three, we will continue to expand our organization to 2 other states and continue to do state expansion every year. And like in year two I mentioned, we will partner with farms in the South and grocery stores. We will continue to do that for the rest of our tenure in this organization.
So 0, I want you to think of that number, and that's the number that we want to reach so the people in the Lehigh Valley won't be food insecure anymore. Our plan is to make sure that no family has to worry about when their next meal is going to be. And we're hoping that through this presentation you can see how passionate we are about this, and hoping that you are passionate about it as much as we are, and we're hoping that you guys can maybe sponsor or even donate some money to help us or help these families in need.
Any questions?
Let's go to the judges' room, and the other team can set up.
Nice to meet you, Jason. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Jason.
Coming out to the world is hard, but coming out to family is even harder. You don't know how they'll take it, you don't know how they'll react. My family is a part of the LGBTQ community because we support it. We have 5 people that have officially came out. The process for some of them was hard, but who are we to blame them? A recent situation happened with one of my young cousins. We all had this idea that he may be part of the LGBTQ community, but we waited for him to decide. At a family gathering, one of my uncles had a bit too much to drink. He told him, "Just say that you're gay already." We all stopped talking. We looked at him. My cousin's face was so red and he was ready just to burst out of tears. He ran out the door. Later on, when he calmed down, he came back home. We all sat down and we talked to him. We told him that we would accept him for who he is because we are a judge-free family. No matter what, he is our family. Now that he knows that we are comfortable with it, he is who he is.
We are Hugh, and this is our team. Hello everyone, my name is Jahadi Smith, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Hugh.
Hello everyone, my name is Adrian DiCarlo and I am the Chief Creative Officer at Hugh.
Hello everyone, my name is Justin Cruz and I'm the Public Relations Officer at Hugh.
And hello, my name is Jason Jones, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Hugh. I want to speak a bit about our customers quickly. Our customers are from all over the spectrum and from all different walks of life and backgrounds. We want to encompass all parts of the community, including people who are gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual, and everything in between. Right now, as far as geographics are concerned, we're starting our basis out of New York and Pennsylvania so that we can expand from there at a later time, but our grassroots operation is really starting in Pennsylvania and in New York. The LGBTQ community and the people who are in it, it's really a lifestyle, and that's what I want our brand to reflect. We want to be able to capture every aspect of the LGBTQ lifestyle. From the moment our customer wakes up to the first product that they touch, the first thing they think about, the clothes they put on, and the food that they eat, and everything that they do, we want it to be Hugh. This allows us to have multiple different revenue sources. We make money through apparel sales and the clothes. We make a website, app, and several other things that we're going to talk about later on in the presentation. Some of our marketing activities that we use to get the word out about Hugh are our social media platforms, our online presence, and our grassroots operations. Our social media is run through Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, where we post content for our customers to look at and to explore. Our online presence is through Google AdWords, which allows us to have search engine listings on Google so that people can click on our website and find more about us. Our grassroots operation is when our team actually goes out to different parties, events, planners, festivals, and things like that, talks to the coordinators, and really just gets the word out about what we're trying to do for the community. Like I said, our social media platforms are Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Our Instagram presence is actually quite large right now. We're doing quite well there, and we're moving into YouTube and Facebook in the coming weeks, and so that's something we're looking forward to. And I'll have my public relations officer talk more about our Instagram page.
Thank you, Jason. So like Jason has said, Instagram will be one of our main sources for social media. We at Hugh love to take pictures from the LGBT community and post them on our page. And we have the social media influencers, so we take these people, we ask them, of course, do you mind if we use their photos? And they say yes. These are two close friends of mine, which we had posted their picture, and they were able to get us many other followers, which many more people know about you.
We actually like to work a lot with our community and with some of the influencers in the community. So when our community sends us pictures, we like to put them up on our Instagram. You can see we have multiple, we can't even fit them all this year. We have multiple pictures that we've been posting, a lot of engagement on there. We also like to work with influencers in the community. This actual picture that showed it was her friend, but it's actually a large influencer on Instagram and on YouTube. And he actually, we reached out to him, we talked to him, and he got us one of the posts that got our most likes and the most engagement on it. So that's really good. It's a way that we get the word out there.
And not only influencers, but we're really big on interaction with the community and the local people. We really want them to feel like they're supported and that they can have someone to come to talk to. So, like Jason was saying earlier, our revenue model. We're a for-profit corporation, therefore we want to maximize our revenue streams. They range from website advertising all the way to events. Website advertising is basically where we rent out space on our website for other brands to display their ad or their product or their service of which they desire. We basically make money off of the clicks and the impressions that each ad gets. Promoter and listings is one of our main revenue sources. This is where clubs, party planners, even landlords ask us to promote their club or their party or event, and we can drive traffic to that party for them to make more money. Another is apparel and accessories. We're really big on apparel and accessories. We found that the market, there wasn't a market for good LGBTQ clothing. We want something that they can feel confident wearing. We want something that they can feel like we want something that they can feel confident with, and we want those clothes to show their core beliefs and what they stand for. Another is publishing and subscriptions. This is where we have a bi-monthly magazine where users pay a subscription and they get access to a full magazine around the LGBTQ community and current events around that. Donations, anyone even out of the LGBT community can donate to support the cause. We work with Human Rights Campaign and the National Empowerment Alliance. That's where our donations would be going. They're also our main sponsors, so we would get funding with them. So we're really big on partnerships with nonprofit organizations regarding human rights and who support LGBTQ events, LGBTQ members. And lastly, events. This is just a way for us to get the word out. It's a marketing campaign. There we would go to festivals, parades, protests, anywhere we can spread awareness of our brand. And this is also an area where we can sell merchandise. And now Jahada, CTO, will talk about our website.
When you first visit our website, you're greeted by our slogan, which is me and you. Below that, you'll find our About Us page to find out more about what we do and what we want to accomplish here at Hue. Underneath is our clothesline, event schedules, and our Hue blog, which is our magazine. And below the entire website is our contact information for if you want to contact us. Here is more in depth about our clothesline and our merchandise. We have long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, book bags, handbags. My personal favorite is the phone cases because I like to glam on my phone.
Like I was saying earlier, one of the main revenue streams is our app. It's offered in both iOS and Google Android. Like I said earlier, this is where users can really access the current events and just also share content about their community and photo share and just really connect with each other. When it comes to the app construction, we contacted multiple app developers across season in India, one of which was IndiaNix, which is a third-party app creator. And later in the Q&A session, we'll go over with you a four-page document of all of the features within the app.
The developer actually got back to us and we talked to them for a while about how the things we want to do with the app, and we had long conversations with them and everything like that. It's really helpful. We got the whole app pretty much to develop that way.
And one more thing I'd like to add about the app, it's going to be most of the cost. as an investor, that's where most of your money would be going. It ranges from $30,000 to $35,000 to create a, well, high-quality app. So that's where most of the
And of
investment.
course, this is something that's in the long future of the youth.
And also, this is just one of the loading screens for the app. Because we do a bi-monthly magazine, every 2 months the app would update, and this is just one of the loading screens of the one cover of our magazine.
So the magazine is actually an in-app publication. So that means that we're not actually printing these magazines and handing them out physically, which is a way that we can save on costs and increase our profits. The in-app publication is produced every 2 months by monthly payment. So the users can pay a premium every 2 months to get the full magazine, which actually encompasses different video content, photo content, and articles and things that we write about the things that affect the community. People have the opportunity to go into more detail about those articles and video content. When they look into those things, they can write chats about them and express their opinions about the different articles. And other people in the community can see what other people have posted about those articles. And then it's really just kind of becomes a conversation, a space for conversation within the community. I'm going to have our public relations officer talk more about that.
Thank you, Jason. So like Jason has said, these articles, or magazines I should say, are going to be bi-monthly. Right here we have our June and July, and we have our August and September. The covers of these magazines will include, but not limited to, the whole community of the LGBT. We will include many different stuff, from cooking recipes, to lifestyle, to culture, to ways to decorate your home, and of course, articles. And our upcoming issue is going to be a very important article in which the only ally that supports the LGBT community from the Supreme Court, Justice Kennedy, will be retiring.
So this is our fiscal year 2019 finances sheet here. And you can see the majority of our revenue comes in from our events promotion, which Adrian talked about before. That's actually nearly $170,000 of just revenue coming in from those events promotion around the New York and Pennsylvania areas. And then of course our website, magazine, and apparel bring in upwards of $5,000 for the 2019 fiscal year. After our expenses and our taxes and everything like that, the calculated profit for the 2019 fiscal year is $107,000. Some of the sponsors and partners that we've talked to are people from the from the Human Rights Campaign and the National Empowerment Alliance. I personally talked to the Associate Director of Corporate Relations at the Human Rights Campaign. He just expressed that he was really excited and really enthusiastic about the cause that we're doing, and he said that it's just something really great that he wants to see, and he's glad that he's seeing it happening. And the Vice President of Corporate Affairs for the National Empowerment Alliance said the same thing to us. He was just talking about how he's so excited to see what was happening here when we spoke to him.
Become an ally. Join you, join the team, join the movement. Lastly, I ask everyone, please follow us on our social media accounts, Instagram, which is LGBTQ, and Facebook, and our YouTube.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.